Hey everybody, welcome back to Boost Your Income with Bootstrap to WordPress. This lecture is called Code the Featurette section and Embed a YouTube video. Awesome, check it out. Alright guys, here is the section we're going to code in this lecture, the course introduction or the video featurette. It has a background here that is fixed, so not necessarily parallax. You can make it parallax if you want because you know how to do that at this point. However, the background is just fixed, so it kind of gives that similar effect. And the video is embedded via YouTube, and I'll show you how to do that. So let's jump into our code. Go down to the video featurette section, and let's get coding. Section ID of featurette. And then we're going to have a little comment down here. Whoops. And then in here, we're going to do a div with the class of container. And within here, we'll do a row. And then a bootstrap column. And we're going to center this. So it's not going to be necessarily, we're only going to have 1/8 column grid here, but we're going to add an offset of 2. So call small offset 2. So it kind of gives a smaller width, but it's centered. Level 2 heading. Watch the course introduction. All right, and now we're going to have to add the embed code, which is an iframe. And what you can do is just head over to your browser and navigate to youtube.com/hussy17. That is me, my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and click on videos. And then one of the latest videos here, depending on when you're watching it, will say Boost Your Income with Bootstrap to WordPress, coming soon. Click on that video. And then if you scroll down, you should be able to hit share and then embed. And that gives you the embed code. So copy that embed code. Maybe uncheck this share with playlist. So just don't have this playlist checkbox. And just copy the embed code here. Okay, head back to your code editor and paste that embed code. And we're just going to do a little bit of a tweak here. So instead of width 560, we're going to say width 100%. That means the iframe will be the full width of the column, the 8 column section that we're within. And the height will actually be 415. Now, if we save this and check this out, you'll see it kind of worked, but it also kind of didn't work. So here's our course introduction, and the video looks like it can't be found. And that's because if you're just if you're not using a localhost or a server, and you're just using static HTML, which we are in this case, just hosted here on my desktop, then it can't find this file for some reason because we're not technically connected to the internet through this or a server. So here's the issue. You can see source, and it doesn't have HTTP or HTTPS. It just has the double forward slashes. And that's because when you're on a server or when you're live, then depending on what YouTube can serve up, whether it will serve up HTTP or HTTPS, this just says, hey, whatever you can serve up, whether it's secure or not, just send it my way. And this just lets YouTube decide what version they want to serve up. But when you're just using static HTML on your desktop, then this doesn't really work. So just to see the video, add HTTP or HTTPS, and then a colon, and then save that. And then now your video should work on your static version of your website. However, you're not going to need that HTTPS colon when you're coding this in your WordPress site because you'll be hosting this on your local server. And you won't need to do that because it will work by that point, kind of like this. This is my local host, and it works. And I'm just using the 2 forward slashes. So you can leave it in now, the HTTPS, or you could take it out so you can remember later to remove it. But let's leave it right now just because it looks nice. Okay, let's jump back in. Now that we have the HTML coded, we just need to do a little bit of CSS. And if you just under your project features, add a little bit of CSS for the featurette. And that will be fairly simple. Background, URL, dot dot slash image stuff dot slash bg dot, stuff dash bg dot jpg. Make sure to close that with the string. And that is an image in our image folder. And then now 50%, 100%. That means center and top, I believe. Or center and bottom. Repeat. Fixed. You can play around with that and see what it does. Let's just try this. Save that. Let's just see what happens. Okay, so there it is. And now if I scroll, it stays there. Now let me just shrink my window. Do you see how the background doesn't change? Like, it doesn't change size. It doesn't scale with the width of the browser. And we're going to want to do that. So all you need to do is go background, size, and cover. And that will solve that issue for you. So check it out. See how it makes sure the image is up to a certain point. It kind of scales with it. So this is so if you have a really large desktop, it will scale that background image, the height and the width of it. And now text align center and color white, because that level 2 heading is dark and now should be white. Check it out. There it is. There is our semi-parallax background, our fixed background. Gives a neat little effect, almost like a page folding effect with the paper coming up above the background. Looks good. And that's it for this section. And don't go anywhere, because in the next lecture, we're going to start coding this jumbo section down here with Elvis Brad and some cool things. There are some things here in this section that you're going to like doing. These are CSS circles with icon fonts. So this is actually kind of special here. And these things are circles as well using CSS3. I think you'll like it. See you in the next lecture.